everyone, I will first introduce the group name, Citra Wahyu Septiani, and me, Bonafentura Yoan Olivia. The title of our conversation dialogue is about how to improve students' ability to speak English in front of other people. The purpose of this conversation was to find ways to improve students' speaking skill in English, which are still quite low in building their self-confidence by speaking directly in front of other people. This action was also carried out with the aim of finding out whether speaking activities carried out in English classes will be able to increase students' confidence in speaking English, and at the same time leaders they insist every time they were asked to speak English, especially in front of the class. Due to their low proficiency and the lack of exposure to English, the students are embracing and insist whenever they are asked to speak English. Therefore, it is very important for students to build their confidence and be able to speak English, even though their ability is low.
Hi Yoan, how are you?
Hi Citra, I'm fine. How about you?
Me too. By the way, right now I see a lot of students whose ability to speak English is quite low, especially in front of their classmates. They have very low self-confidence and feel very anxious when asked to speak or present in English.
That's right, Citra. Especially now that English is very required to be learned during schooling at this time and has been included in the introduction in many schools in Indonesia. But there are still many students who are still hesitant to speak English directly in front of other people.
It is very important to improve the ability to speak English, especially now in dealing with international citizens. The most important thing in terms of communicating is to use this language and become the main key in using this language to make friends with those who are abroad.
Yes, that's right. As you say, English is the language of communication used by people all over the world. Not only that, English can increase our potential in terms of work, easy communication when traveling abroad, can join schools abroad, good negotiation skill, and many more benefits that can really benefit you.
I want to ask your opinion regarding the views of students today who are still not brave enough to speak English in front of other people.
In my opinion, the verse should be taken away, and there is no need to be afraid to speak English. You could say the name is also we are still learning. It's impossible to get it right away and look good. It takes a process called learning to be able to continuously train us to be able and brave. It is quite difficult to get right over and fair in speaking English in front of classmates at school and in front of many people. But from the research point of view that I took, that encouraging students to speak English can be through fun activities. This will expose them to the actual use of English and gradually make them feel comfortable and confident to speak English. What about your opinion, Citra?
For From my opinion, there is something quite different from the talk you have completed. In my opinion, students are required to learn English, especially tutoring, for example. Indeed, at school now, sometimes students are not brave enough to speak English in front of classmates, and I saw that when I was in school, the teachers also rarely trained their students to speak this language directly, and also the lack of motivation and confidence of these students to speak directly. Improving English, especially when it comes to communication, is very necessary for continuous extra practice. There must be someone who can be spoken to directly so that they can practice together and improve English communication better. Group tutoring is very necessary for students to add insight about the students' learning, especially this English, especially for direct practice to speak deeper so that we can understand more easily. Those who are used to face this problem because they are usually able to learn language and are weak in all aspects of language learning such as grammar, pronunciation, writing, and speaking. However, the culture and environment of students will usually affect their learning preference, interest, and perfection about activity chosen by their teacher.
There are other ways that students can do to improve their ability to speak English in front of other people. First, the teacher must know how to choose the right activities based on what students like and don't like, because this will lead to enjoyment in the teaching and learning process that will result in active participation in class. Both students need to be exposed to the use of real language held in class, such as participants in group discussion, leading and taking part in discussion, interacting with classmates and teachers, presenting ideas orally, and asking and answering questions. At the same time, sufficient preparation time and clear explanation are also given to students. This is very important because low ability students will feel very anxious when asked to speak without any preparation in language class. For example, not understanding every word spoken by the language teacher, or even when asked to speak in front of other students.
Besides that, I found several factors that make students less courageous or afraid to speak English. Most of the students learn English passively in English class. Students should not just wait for the teacher to present the learning material and expect the teacher to simply pass on his knowledge and skills. Without persistent effort to process information and practice language skills, students are doomed to fail. Successful foreign language learning Successful foreign language learners are students who are fully responsible for learning and make the right decision both inside and outside the classroom. Another factor that I want to add, students never practice English outside of class. If the teacher is creative enough in assigning students to study in small groups, each student's study time can increase this. To master a foreign language, students must struggle with the language anytime and anywhere. Since students spend most of their life outside the classroom, this time outside of school should be used as the primary opportunity to learn the foreign language. Nowadays, it can be realized easily because information and communication technology provide many interesting and varied material or text, image, video, it, and other. Social media is also effectively used to make friends with native English speakers from around the world, and through interacting with them, students can practice communicating in authentic situations.
I agree with what you say. On the other hand, I want to add that set your mindset and attitude, trace our English skills so that we are confident when used. It is something that is worth doing. However, practice alone is not enough to build that confidence. We all also have to regular our control and attitudes towards ourselves. The point is that we must believe that we can. Keep telling yourself that we can. We must always thinking positively about our English skill. We also have to focus more on the materials and concept of English that we have mastered instead of focusing on those that we have not mastered. In this way, we can easily grow our confidence when using English.
Okay, Joanne, thank you for taking the time to share information and exchange opinions. In this way, we can gain more knowledge and benefit ourselves.
I also want to say thank you very much to both of us for adding new knowledge and learning that is very useful through its other opinions that have been conveyed. Thank you all again, and this is where our conversation ends.